Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gatorlight, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorlight hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't undo your last hire, the no-show. Who set you back because they didn't show up on day 1, or day 2, or ever again. And now your product launch is delayed because you're talking to alien abduction podcasters to track them down. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can help make sure your next hire sticks. In fact, businesses who use LinkedIn are 24% less likely to reopen a role in the next 12 months. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in-minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
From the Fifth Quarter Studio in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to the Coaching Youth Hoops Podcast.
They're playing basketball.
Here's our hosts, Steve Collins, and Bill Flitter.
Welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops.
How you doing, Coach?
I'm great. In my new
clean backdrop,
dusted, office,
Disney-filled backdrop.
I know. I haven't done a podcast and done stuff in here in a while, just because things were off the shelves. And I know you saw it a couple of weeks. You see it earlier in the week, I think. And
it was blank. Did a good job, Coach.
Thanks. Yeah,
that's what your summers are for.
Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. All right. So we have a great topic this week, but before we jump into that and the end of summer, because it's the end of summer, so when this is going live, I'll be back in my classroom teaching statistics. We'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors.
Yes. Coaches, go check out coachingyouthhoops.com for all of your practice planning needs. We provide practice plans for coaches in K through 8, offenses for all different kinds of coaches, whether you're coaching high school or grade school. We have that for you as well. So much information and content there. Stop hunting, stop Googling, stop using AI, and go to coachingyouthhoops.com. Got everything done. Print and go to practice. And
yeah, that's what I was going to say. And
sign up for our new tool coming out. It's going to save you plenty of time. It's going to give you insights that you don't currently have. It's going to provide players and parents a blueprint as well on what what they need to be working on during the season, the off season. It's going to provide you a platform to evaluate your team and make crucial decisions. So go check that out. We're still sign up for it. We're going to release it in the fall. So coachingyouthhoops.com/AI.
That's a good
one more
tease.
time.
Yeah, one more time.
coachingyouthhoops.com/AI.
What's the slash that goes the other way? You have forward slash and then you have backward slash?
Backslash, yeah.
Backslash?
Yeah.
Okay. Just didn't know. There's two slashes.
You're going back, right? Backwards, forwards, backwards. As I'm describing what it is.
One way or the other.
Can't see it? Yeah.
All right. So today we're going to talk about coaching etiquette.
Coaching etiquette, yes.
Wow. Interesting topic.
Yeah, how coaches should be acting. We're talking about mainly in a game on the sidelines. Had a situation this weekend in a 10U tournament that, just gave me the idea of this topic. It's something that, I've gotten a lot better at over the years. And at the end of the day, what it boils down to is all those little eyes on you. And here you're preaching in practice to be respectful, to do, to be a good teammate, and then you're yelling and screaming at the refs, or
Right.
you're yelling and screaming at the other coach or something, right? So, do as I say, not as I do. That's probably not a good way to go.
No.
But anyway, I got to tell you the story of how this came about.
Okay, so tell me the story, and then I'll
So
tell you what I think about it.
Okay, 10U game. And I coach 10U girls. Very good. Shout out to my 10U team. They asked me the other day, Coach, do you ever talk about us on the podcast? And I'm like, yeah. Well, do you ever say our name? I'm like, I don't say your name, but big shout out to my girls.
Play some defense, girls. If you're listening, play defense. Coach will like that.
This goes right into the story.
Okay.
So they actually play really good defense, and pound for pound, they are just tough and smothering. And along with that, sometimes is some fouls, right? Reach-in fouls, or a little bit aggressive pushing with your body. I teach them, show the rest of your hands, but they're using their hips and they're getting a little carried away. Granted, you should get a foul for that, right? When it's, but it's always that. Anyway, I won't go into what's a foul, what's not a foul in that particular case. We were up 10 on this particular team. And again, like I said, we were playing stifling defense, and he didn't appreciate that. Assistant coach comes off the bench on the sidelines in the defensive stance, okay, kind of making the motion of shuffling left to right. He's literally on the sideline, looking at me directly on the other side, right? Looking on the court, looking at me again, looking on the court. He's kind of going back and forth for, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. And I'm like,
why?
Are you talking to my girls? Like, I hope you're not talking to my girls. Okay? And he's getting animated over there. And one of my girls, they were going for a rebound. The other girl got the rebound, and she kind of just, grabbed it and fell on her.
Okay.
And he went ballistic. And saying, you need to teach your girls how to play defense. And we're up 10, by the way. And they shut him down in the second half. We don't know how to play defense. And and you got to shuffle, and I'm like,
first of all, you don't shuffle. Like, that's like, what are you talking about? Like, how often do you actually shuffle on a basketball court? But anyway.
That's Bush League. You guys are just pushing us. And I'm like, and I looked at him, and I'm finally like, do you think she honestly thought in her head, at 10U girl, I'm going to push her to the ground? This is what I'm going to go after, this rebound, but not really. I'm going to push her to the ground. And I said, coach your own team, right? That's all I said. And I was very calm. As I've known over the years, right? It doesn't pay to get, and again, I'm trying to
de-escalate
and show my girls that stuff comes up, but you can be calm in the situation. So the head coach starts going on me, and I'm like, what? Like, what do you guys do?
That was the assistant that was yelling at you?
That was the assistant who started, and the head coach started yelling at me about playing defense. And guys, coach your own team, right? And then the head coach, kind of gathered himself and calmed the other assistant coach down. And after the game, shook my hand. The head coach did, and the assistant coach got in my face, saying, you need to teach your girls how to play defense. I wasn't talking to them. I was really just talking to you. And you need to, you got to be a better coach and teach these kids how to play defense. And I'm like, nothing, just walked away, just shook his hand and walked away.
You didn't point at the scoreboard and say scoreboard?
I didn't. Was it in my head? Yes, of course. Right. But I'm like, okay, 10U game. Here you're acting up. You're showing your girls.
What is that, third grade? 10U? Fourth grade. Okay.
Yeah. Going into fifth. You're just setting the wrong example. Right. So in that situation, one, I guess going back to etiquette, don't tell another coach how to coach his team. Just especially during a game.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Don't yell at the refs. Have conversations with them. Don't yell at your parents. Don't yell at your kids.
And we've all gotten
Of course.
we've all gotten revved up in a game, yelled at the other coach, blah blah blah. But going back to the original question about coaching etiquette is, like you said, there's lots of eyes. We're teachers first, we're coaches first.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't expect your team to stay calm if you're not calm. That's what I've learned over the years, is like, if I get riled, then they're going to get riled.
Yeah, that's right.
That doesn't help. That's kind of my rule of thumb, is like, I always, and trust me, I'm as animated as anybody, but you got to calm or just, you're and sometimes I want to be riled. I want to get going, not necessarily with the other coach, but because I need them to get riled, because maybe they're a little flat or something like that. But yes, I don't think there's any place for talking to other coaches. I don't. Or
the scoreboard, or the guys doing the table or the book, right? Just
right.
Yeah, just any other, like. Well, I have another story too. Same day. So this is another same day. I was like, what is good? What is it? A full moon? So, second game, this didn't happen between a coach. It happened with one of the parents after the game on the other team. And we're beating this team pretty well. And I'm doing, telling the girls, of course, don't press, don't play defense above the volleyball line, pass it 5 or 6 times before you try to score, all the right things to do to I don't want the other team to, 1, have fun, 2, not quit basketball, right? Because they got their butts kicked. So we foul a girl, I'm sorry, we don't foul a girl. A girl trips pretty hard. She falls on the ground. They stop the game, as they should, because she was injured. While right after this happened, kind of continuing on a play, because we had the ball going down the court, did our layup, got fouled. So we're going to the line at this point. Okay, so we're lined up. I'm looking, making sure all my players are in the right spots where they're supposed to be. Again, this is 10U. And I'm then the game, do our free throws, the game starts back up, and this girl runs on the court from the other team. And the ref is kind of like, wait, you can't just run on the court. I see him look, and he was going to blow his whistle for a second. And remember, this has all happened within a minute or less, from the girl who got hurt to our free throws to this next thing that happened. She runs on the court. Okay. And I'm like, oh, she didn't, I don't, it's like, where was she before? I'm just thinking in my head, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I just, go back to coaching.
Right.
Game ends. Parent comes up to me, woman, says, hey, you got a really good team, and you guys are you're really good. And he goes, but, I'm a coach too. And this is something another coach told me about good sportsmanship. When the other team only has 4 players on the court, you should take one of yours off. That's what I did too. I'm like, what? What?
Okay.
When did you have 4 on the court? Because in the moment, it was during this free throw moment. A lot of times that's confusing too, especially if the girl got hurt. One girl didn't come in. And I'm like, 1, it's not my responsibility to count.
And I'm assuming you have 5 out there. And
they had 7 players. So it's like, maybe she chose... Maybe that's the coach's issue.
Right.
That's the ref's issue. If he should tell.
Right.
Parent. And I'm thinking about this, and at the beginning of a game, if you have 4 players and the other, and
I can see it.
You talk to the refs and say, hey, you know what? We only have 4. Can you ask the coach if you can play with 4? No problem at all.
Yep.
But during a game, it's not my responsibility to count how many players you have in the court and then go over and talk to you and say, hey, you only have 4 players. Now, if I would have caught it, I'm like, is that?
I wouldn't pull one out. I would say you need to put another player out there.
You got 2 on the bench. One's hurt, so you got 1 extra. I would have said something to the ref, they only have 4, right? So again, I know we're talking about coaching etiquette, but one, it's not my responsibility to count the number of players necessarily, and this is maybe parent to coach etiquette. It's like,
Right.
it's like,
No,
no,
I think the big thing with coaching etiquette too is just do the right thing.
yeah,
Just do the right thing. Like I would play 4-on-4 at 10U too. I probably do it
yeah,
at 12U or 14U because it's no fun to like.
no,
Part of it's about developmental.
yeah,
But just do the right thing. Do the right thing with talking to the officials. Do the right thing with talking to the
that's
other
right.
coach. Do the right thing with the other team. And is it always easy?
Nope.
No.
Mm-mm.
It's not easy
Not.
being a parent either. It's not easy,
No.
teaching every day.
Yeah.
I mean, things aren't easy. That's a given. But that's that's kind of when I've helped kind of mentor coach is just try to do the right thing.
Well, and mirror what you want your kids to, or emulate what you want your kids to mirror, right?
Right.
And if you're wondering why they're acting a certain way, check yourself first, right? Are they not being good sports people? Are they not high-fiving like you want them? Are they not, being respectful to one another, to you? Well, maybe it's the language you're using and the language you allow them to use to one another.
Right.
And again, remember, like Coach said, it's a classroom, so that the younger levels, you're teaching them how to be good teammates. And sometimes it's, hey, do you think what you just said is the right way to say it?
Right.
Right. And you have to say those things. So.
You do.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Coach?
Yeah, coaches, again, go check out coachingyouthhoops.com for your entire practice needs. Everything you will need for a successful season this year, from practice plans to offenses, defenses, tips, and everything in between. coachingyouthhoops.com.
All right. Till next week, Coach.
The next week.
Hey, it's Mike Rowe, and it just occurred to me that ZipRecruiter has been sponsoring my podcast, The Way I Heard It, for the last 10 years. Consequently, I've agreed to sing their jingle at the end of this commercial in 4-part harmony, all by myself. Why would I do that? Because years ago, when the MicroWorks Foundation was expanding and I was desperate to hire a few uniquely qualified individuals, I posted a job for free on ZipRecruiter, and I found the people I was looking for in less than 24 hours. It's that simple. Ever since, I've been telling my audience that ZipRecruiter got me the most qualified, most interested people. And now I'm telling you. Post a job for free at ZipRecruiter.com/zip and watch what happens. That's ZipRecruiter.com/zip. And now, here's their official jingle in 4-part harmony.
Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match at ZipRecruiter. Try it free.